Hey guys, Master Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be looking at full level 10 links, the physical free-to-play UI Goku with his Easy A, very good unit. As you can see from the title, this guy is going to have a huge benefit from the same name update because he's a really good support unit and he works really well on this team, but you're probably always going to run Int UI or the STR LR one over him because we don't have the same name update yet, so you can only run one. As soon as you can run the same name units together on the team, this guy I feel like almost becomes like an auto-include on this team build. So if we look at his passive, he gives Universe Survival Saga category allies 3 key and attack and defense 30%, which is very solid support, especially for a free-to-play unit. He gets attack and defense 120%, which are decent numbers, and he has a built-in 50% chance to dodge. So support units that have their own sort of ways to defend themselves, like a 50-50 dodge chance, are always really useful. He's got solid stats and the support is good. And then of course on his super attack, he does infinitely stack attack and defense. So in longer events, those stats are obviously just going to get higher and higher. And once you get to the end of the more difficult events, especially the different legendary Goku events or some of the Infinite Dragon Ball history stages, any of the ones where dodge is disabled in the final stage, because he's going to have been building up the whole time, he's still going to have really solid stats. And then of course the other thing is he has really good links like Kamehameha, Experienced Fighters, First Awakened is a really good link, Godly Power obviously has Pred Bow. He is a Shattering the Limit unit, but Shattering the Limit is obviously not such a bad link anymore. Most of the teams you're going to be running him on, your main rotations are going to be Fierce Bow units, so there is that, but he does have that extra link with Roshi as well. So on this team we are going to be running him with the AGL UI Goku, and we'll have the other rotation be Roshi and the other AGL Goku is from the friend. So if we're running a proper team after the same name update, we could literally run like STR LR UI Goku. On the other rotation, if we wanted to, we could run the Int UI with the other LR, and then we could still have this guy as a floating support unit. So we've started with him on turn 1 here. Right off the bat, he's got 120k defense. He does have the support from the Gohan and Piccolo on the team. They are providing an extra 20% defense, but that's still pretty solid, over 100k straight away, and obviously that is going to go up with each super attack. So you definitely want to make sure that for his hidden potential system you're giving him a decent amount of additional, because ideally you want to get those double super turns. So didn't dodge the initial attack, take double digit damage though, and then we dodged the super attack, so that's what you like to see. And then we got almost a 2 million attack stat on turn 1, considering, like I say, after the same name update is out, like his role on the team is to be your support unit. Now, I mean, I guess really, considering how well we see he performs during this video, I think turn 1 he's already pretty solid. If you're a free-to-play or a newer player and you don't have Int UI Goku or the STR LR, but maybe you got lucky on like the anniversary banners and you pulled the new AGL one, he's still actually going to be a solid choice for this team just to run as a link partner for him. So decent substitute, but then obviously if you have the other two, he's really going to come into his own once we get the same name update, because that 30% support is really good. The Roshi and TN, who we've also brought on the team, they are a 40% support, but I would say after them, like, he's the next best support unit on this team, just in terms of his passive. But you could argue that he is better than them anyway, because the unit itself probably a lot stronger, and he's only giving 10% less in the support. So if you only had one space on the team, probably better to bring him. Built-in dodge chance is obviously super useful, and then of course having that having the long stacking up means you don't have to worry about him at the end of a difficult event, whereas obviously any other unit that isn't like infinitely stacking defense, that you kind of have to worry, because even free-to-play units that will have like raises defense for 1 turn or something like that on their super, if in those harder or longer events, especially with type disadvantage, that's not necessarily going to be enough to keep them safe from like big amounts of damage. So you saw there we didn't dodge the super attack with him, we only took 50k, so that's not too bad. Obviously, the fact that he's providing the extra links means he's giving the extra power for this AGL UI Goku. Plus, of course, you know, the fact that he's a support unit. So if you're running him on main rotation with this UI, not only are they sharing a lot of links, which obviously helps out, but he's giving him that 30% support on top. So if we then get the turns where we have a support unit in the third slot, that AGL UI Goku is just getting a huge power boost from running this setup. So obviously on a turn where we have the same name update, now obviously the main thing you got to remember is the fact that the same name units will not link together. So if you're running like pretty much like a full UI Goku team, one of the things you obviously have to be aware of is you're going to have to be putting the AGL UI Goku in the middle so that all the units can link together. I think that works out quite nicely with the UI setup though, because STR UI, you want him to get his dodges early so he can build up his passive. So you want to put him in slot 1, really, for the first few turns. Because AGL UI Goku, when he dodges, he gets that 30% defense raise, but it only lasts for that turn. And he only gets it the one time anyway, regardless of how many times he dodges. So definitely works out well to have AGL UI Goku in the middle. Now, obviously, for this turn, will UI Goku, will he one-shot? Because we pick up Shattering the Limit here, which gives us... oh, we also get experienced fighters from them as well. Yeah, so let's put him in the middle. He's already up to having just shy of 200k defense, which is pretty good. I can't avoid the 18 key super with Goku just because we've got so much key on this rotation, but... we'll go ahead and do this. Unless he does like the triple super turn, he shouldn't kill Super Saiyan 3 Goku here, I hope. But we'll see. You don't normally say this, but maybe we'll miss the 50% chance on the crit for this first super. No, okay, we get the crit. Decent damage. We don't get the additional super, so that's fine. And then there we go, nice. So now we get to see, this is going to be, yeah, 2.5 million. Pretty solid attack stat as well, considering we are quite early into the event. And there's that 50% chance to dodge. And then Roshi and Tien. Roshi and Tien pretty solid as well. 1.5. I haven't link leveled them. So that is mostly... I think they've got like 1 or 2 of their links have gone up to 2 or maybe 3 from being on teams for running like the Extreme Z area and all that kind of stuff. But I haven't properly link leveled them. So that's not too bad really. We'll go ahead and do this. So we're at God Goku now. We've got the extra defensive buff from... 17, so yeah, Goku over 200k defense, Roshi almost at 200k, so very solid turn here for this team. Roshi obviously insanely good unit. He really benefits as well from the physical UI. Both of them are free to play units of course, but they can link really well. So if you didn't pull the Goku or the Vegeta, or you're running say like Goku and Frieza lead, maybe you pulled the in Team Universe 7 on this team, that would still be a strong rotation if you're missing some of the stronger LRs, running the Roshi and then the free-to-play physical Goku together. And so of course that means that when you are using the physical one as a support unit, once we've got that same name update, when he floats into slot 3, he's going to be giving those extra links and that nice bit of extra support to LR Roshi as well. So that turn definitely going to be very strong. So this guy, like I said at the very start of the video, he really is going to come into his own once we have the same name update. But I wanted to show him off here just so you guys can really see like how good he actually is. Now, the only thing that of course will differ once we've got the update and you're using him as a support unit is, bear in mind, because we have him on main rotation for this video, he is of course getting the he's getting a lot more stacks because he's super attacking every other turn rather than if he was in the third slot and obviously is floating off and then not coming back for 2 turns at a time. So by the time we get to the end of the event, his stats are going to be a lot higher this time than they would be if he was off rotation. But he's got almost 200k defense, which is very solid here. I'm going to go ahead, let's use an attack up item here, see if we can finish him off. I'm just going to heal just in case, because if we don't dodge a super in slot 1, we could die. But if we do this, we don't raise our defense at all, so we can see how much damage he still would be taking. But yeah, normal attacks double digits, that's really good at this point, because God Goku, I know the OG Goku event's not the hardest event anymore, but the when you got to this God Goku stage, that was when you really started to notice an increase in the damage that he did to you. So not a huge amount of dodges, but we didn't take a super, so yeah, just tanking all of them for double digits, very nice. And then UI here, if we can get these crits, yeah, it's just going to finish them off, and we can move on to the Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So yeah, this Goku going to be very good for the longer events, even like the GT Legendary Goku event, because of course in that one, the second to last stage is in. He's still going to have his dodge at that point. So, you know, even by the time you get to there, his defense is going to be high enough that he's easily going to be taking double digits with the type advantage. And then you need to obviously make sure you're getting in as many super attacks as possible, because once you get to the final stage, you can't dodge. And even though full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is tech, I mean, it's the whole point of bringing these extreme stacking units, that, you know, stack up this defense so quickly. The one thing that would be very dangerous, of course, about the... let's dodge that super attack, nice. The one thing that would be very dangerous about that event, of course, is the STR, like, Azaru phase, because, yeah, that does a lot of damage, even if you have a lot of defense. And so, considering the type disadvantage, that's definitely a turn where you'd have to be very, very careful with this physical UI Goku, because if he doesn't get that 50-50 chance to dodge, that super attack is going to deal an insane amount of damage to him, so... But we'll go ahead and finish him off. So having the... I think we can get the Dokkan attack this time. Yeah, we totally can. Same type of so everyone. So we got 17 on rotation, providing a ton of extra defense. So look at that. Post super attack, he's definitely going to be well over 250k defense, which is very, very good. A little bit disappointing to get the Dokkan attack right at the end of this Blue Goku's health bar here. But let's go ahead and... hit all of these. We could probably end it off after this because obviously, I mean, what more is there to show? Like, he's an infinite stacking unit. The more turns we go, the higher his attack's going to be. In UI Goku is the final boss, so obviously we're going to be taking double digits. I guess we should actually, we'll have the one more turn because I want to see if he doesn't dodge, if he's still taking double digit damage from STR UI, because I feel like his defense is going to be high enough at this point that he should be. So, he didn't actually finish him off with the Dokkan attack. It's kind of surprising. So, he's not the hardest hitting unit in the world. He's getting some decent attack stats, but he's obviously not dealing crazy damage. So, yeah, Roshi in the middle. No, my luck, the super will be in the middle, but we're on full health after the Dokkan attack, so we should be all good. Give these to you, and then grab one of these. So yeah, obviously AGL UI Goku going to be showing out in this particular phase. Getting the dodges, and then yeah, we got type advantage, 4.3 mil. If this is the phase where he goes off and gets all the extra attacks, this is where we're going to see a huge amount of damage. Yeah, sadly not. 3.4 crit though, pretty decent. And then Roshi at a 4.28. I wonder how much damage he's going to take. He shouldn't take... I reckon he probably takes double digits here, right? Yeah, 57 damage, nice. And then Gohan and Piccolo, a nice 2.1. I've only got one dupe in them as well, so that's pretty decent. He gets the dodge, okay. And then they take double digits as well, nice. Is he going to super? He's going to save it for us for next turn, isn't he? And he's going to super attack physical UI, and he's not going to dodge. But here we go. So they're in slot 1. Oh, he's in slot 1. There's 3 attacks. So let's go ahead and see what we get here. Watch him dodge all of them. Just... Okay, yeah, dodges the first one. Alright. So 2.4, just under 2.5 is his final attack stat here. Sadly, no crit, so we don't do decent damage. And then we crit on the normal, of course. Dodge. Is he going to dodge? There you go. Yeah, 31 damage. Nice. So yeah, there you go. That is the physical UI Goku at full level 10 links. He's very, very good on the team. Once the same name update comes out and you can actually run him alongside the other ones, then I think, like I said, he's like an auto-include for this team. So let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, if you haven't farmed him up yet, make sure you do, because he's a very, very strong unit. Very solid link set. So yeah, very good. Make sure you get that done if you haven't already. And let me know your thoughts on the unit down below in the comment section. So... that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.